You are listening to The Black Landscape with Andrea Spearman, where Black excellence is always trending. Welcome back. We are with Deshaun Campbell, a local entrepreneur and leader in the world of Christianity in the Bay Area. Hey, Deshaun, how are you?
I'm doing very well, Drea. How are you, Andrea? I don't know if I can say Drea, but I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Awesome. I'm doing well also because I'm excited to talk to you today.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me on your
Yes.
platform. I'm excited.
Yes. So tell the audience a little bit about you and your background.
Okay, well, I am Deshaun Campbell. I am from Oakland, California, born and raised. Well, born. I was raised in Stockton, but from Oakland, So a little bit about myself. I am a business consultant, and I am the CEO of a marketing and branding agency called Succeed Consulting Firm. We started back in 2015, so we are entering July 16th will be our 6th year in business. So I'm so excited.
Hallelujah for 6 years in business.
Let me tell you, Dre.
Come on.
Uh, God has been so good to me and to my firm, and I'm just eternally grateful. We started in 2015. When we started, we launched as just an administration consulting firm, and so our goal was just to offer administration services to small businesses and upcoming entrepreneurs. And as we progressed through, we grew a passion for like social media and really helping people market on social media. So we added a piece with social media marketing, and then we got into the business of really just starting to help people launch their businesses. And so it's been such an amazing journey. I have a testimony that I love to tell people that I don't necessarily like to brag about, but it's just my testimony that I've never worked a 9-to-5 job. So Succeed was my very first job that I've ever had, right? And so through that, God has been so just faithful to us with helping people and assisting people ultimately not just start businesses, but what we do at Succeed, we help people operate in their God-given purpose. So I'm so excited about that. I love the Lord. Definitely love the Lord, love God. Always have been in church all my life. I am a believer, and I'm just grateful that God would allow me to do what I believe is not necessarily consulting work. I call it purpose work. So I'm excited about that.
Yes, I love what you just said. Operating in purpose.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. Yeah,
that is
that's
where
really
we
what
have
we.
to be.
Yeah, Dre, that's really what we do. We really just help people try to navigate and figure out what is it that God has called for them to do in the earth, and then we give them tools and resources on how to really operate in that. I'm very clear that I'm a Christian entrepreneur, and so I kind of operate and come from a stance than some of my other constituents and colleagues. I work with people who I believe that is called to do what they say they want me to help them to do. And so then we just help them. We give them tools and resources and avenues on and different avenues on how to, just operate in what we believe God has called them to do. It's all about purpose. It's purpose work. That's what I call it.
Yes, sir. Purpose
Yes,
work.
ma'am. Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so since you said that was your first job, like what even inspired you to get into this lane of like assisting people and helping people?
Well, what inspired me? Let me just back up a little bit. What inspired me to get into the lane of entrepreneurship is actually seeing my father for many years. Dre, my father was a business owner of his own construction business. Him and my uncles, and so just having a front row seat of seeing how my dad just operated in business and really managed people and just really worked on himself, that kind of inspired me. So, I should just say that DNA is like kind of like entrepreneurship is kind of in my DNA. It's just what we do. What got me into the vein of really understanding that this was my life's work is when I first started doing an internship with my business mentor. Shout out to Denisha Delane. She is the founder and CEO of Faith in the Bay. And so Denisha really took me under her wings and really showed me uh, how to operate in business, how to navigate business. She really taught me how to um, like use social media to market and things of that nature. So Denisha was really the person that really helped me understand that. I knew that I would be getting in the vein of working with people. But when I really understood, Drea, that this was my life's work, is actually when God spoke to me. The Lord spoke to me and told me that my purpose in life was to help other people reach their purpose in life. Now, I never thought it would be through the avenue of like business consulting and branding and stuff like that. I was actually going to school to be a psychologist, but as I just continue to just matriculate in business and can continue to really grow a passion for just business stuff, I really figured out that this was my work and this is what I was called to do. So I thought I would be the people's therapist. Now I'm the people's consultant. So yeah, that's what really just got me going with doing this type of work. It was really when God spoke to me and said that this is what I've called you to do. I never in a million years, Drea, thought that I would be doing this work. Never thought about it. Didn't even, as I said earlier, I was going to school for like psychology, and I never thought that I'd be doing business conferences and workshops about entrepreneurship. Never thought. It's literally something that God placed in my lap and told me that this is what I've called for you to do in the earth. And ever since then, I've been running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Run on.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting that you said psychology because, that's the study of people, that's the study of human minds,
Absolutely.
the study of
Absolutely.
interactions between folks. And I feel like
Absolutely.
I definitely feel like you're still doing that. You're reading the interactions that people have in their
Yeah.
business.
It's so funny that you would say that about, me being in psychology, because I would say like 70% or I would say 60% of what I do with my clients is really counsel them. I'm really there as an accountability coach, really helping them through the process. Like, you can do it. Come on. This is what, this is what I believe that you're called to do. You told me that this is what you're called to do. So let's get in the business of doing it. So it's really about really counseling people through the steps of getting to what they have been called to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
I totally agree with you on that. Definitely.
okay. So with that, tell me, what does a typical day or a typical process look like for a new business coming to Succeed for support?
Oh, that's a great question. So what we do, so first is what we do is when clients reach out to me, we do a consultation with them. We do a 1 hour free consultation with them, either whether they reach out to us on social media or reach out to us through email. We send a correspondence back to them.
You give an
Letting them,
hour? God bless you.
we do. I know some people be like, "Oh, get your free 30-minute consultation," but the reason why I do an hour, Dre, is because I have to discern within that. I remember I said I only work with people who I feel is purpose to do this work, right? So within that 1 hour span, uh, I take my professional side and my spiritual side to discern, like, is this person really called to do what they're asking me to help them do? And so I can't discern that in 30 minutes. I need an hour because I need to ask you some necessary questions. I need to see if this is like are you trying to get rich overnight? Like, I need to see if you're willing not to just get to the end goal, but go through the process. And a lot of us who start businesses, we like to start and we like to see the ending, but it's that in between that we really don't want to do. One of my colleagues and friends and a sister of mine who's really good at consulting work too. She did a presentation at my conference about 2 years ago, and and the name of her presentation was just like, do the work. And a lot of people, Drea, don't like to do the work. So I take that hour to really assess what is it that you're trying to do. What is your end goals? What is your visions? Sometimes people another reason why I take that hour is because what we try to do is some people are not clear on what the vision that they have. Some people just have an idea, and so we try to just kind of unpack that. After that, if we feel that you are a good fit for us, and if they feel that we are a good fit for them, we do a follow-up consultation, and then we get into all the contract stuff and the branding stuff and all the other fun things. So that's kind of like how the process goes. We work with clients for either 3, 6 months to a year, just determining on if it's a project based, or is it something that they're looking for us to help them build over time. So it kind of depends. If it's a project, clients usually go with the 3-month contract. If it's an actual business that they're trying to launch, we do our 6 to year contracts with them. And that's kind of just how to go. And we take them from point A to point B. We start with, for instance, if it's clients that are working with us, if it's clients that are working with us that are asking for us to help them launch their businesses, we take them through a series of consultations. After we do a series of consultations, then we step into the other side of our firm, which is our branding agency, with building websites, building logos, building e-flyers and stuff like that. And then we launch them. And then if they still want us to work with them, we take an assessment of their business 3 months after they've launched. We do reevaluations, see what has worked, see what hasn't worked, see what we can do better. And we really work with the clients along the process. So that's just kind of how we do it.
Love it. And I love what you just said. Do the work.
Yeah. The Saints got to do the work, Dre. Yeah. And so, and that's one of the things that I tell my clients, though, Dre, when they come to me, is that when you're coming to me as a business coach, not as a passive coach. A lot of times people come to us and they think that we're going to do the work for them. No, you can ask any of my clients. I am, what I like to tell them is like, I get in the ring with you and we fight together. But I'll meet you 50 if you meet me 50. If you're not willing to do the work, then hey, because it's not my business, it's your vision. My job is just to be a guide. My job is not to be the answer. My job is to be the guide. So even when people ask us questions like, what do you think I should do? I give them a series of different perspectives and opinions, and I make them choose the best option that they feel is best for them. Again, this is not just business work that we're doing, this is purpose work that we're doing. So if you believe that this is your purpose that God has called for you to do, whether it's you're starting a hair salon, or whether you are starting a graphic design business, whether you're starting an e-commerce site, when you come to us and you say that this is what I believe that I am called to do, this is what I really want to do, we're just a guide to help you do the work. We're not going to do the work for you.
You are dropping gems today. Gems to the community.
Well, that's our goal. Our goal is to just to help the people. Again, it's what we were called to do.
Yeah. And in the community, like, are you seeing the direct effects of this work, like working with clients directly? Tell me some of the direct effects that you're seeing.
Yeah, definitely see some of the direct effects. One of the things that we're teaching our community, which we're teaching people, we're not just teaching people to operate in business, we're teaching people ownership. We're teaching people the value of owning something that is yours. A lot of people that are in a community, a lot of people that are in our communities are constantly like working 9 to 5 jobs, living paycheck to paycheck. Now, don't get me wrong, Drea. I do not knock people who work 9 to 5 jobs. I am actually an advocate for people working the 9 to 5 jobs. But after you do that, after you do that, what do you have to own for yourself? And so just teaching people about ownership is such a beautiful thing. When I hear clients like, oh, I never thought I'd be a owner of my own business. I have my own LLC. I'm a sole proprietor of this. And it's just such a blessing, especially within the African American community. No disrespect to other races, but especially within the African American community, teaching our people about the value of ownership is it has been such a blessing.
Yes. No,
Yeah,
specifically the African American community, because for us, there has been such a lack of representation. And
absolutely.
for a lot of people, if you don't see it, then you can't be it.
Oh, I almost ran around. That was good, mother. You know,
We'll have to take a
Drea,
praise break. Listen.
Drea, Drea, I don't know if you guys know, but Drea used to work with us, still does, we're always family connected, with an organization called 1C13. And we used to call Drea our mother, because Drea would be in our meetings and be preaching to us. I'm trying
Uh,
to tell y'all, Drea, we used to call her mother. That's mother. So Dre
wow.
would drop a word, and it's so true. It's so true. If you don't see it, you don't even have the consciousness of the awareness to be it. And so it's
Yeah.
just something that I've really been advocating. I'm such an advocate, even when it comes to my conferences. I'm an advocate, Dre, on making sure that Black entrepreneurs are speaking at my conference. And I've had other colleagues and stuff was like, you should get other races. And I do, don't get me wrong, I've had other races speak at my conference, but I am very clear in understanding that it is so important for our people to see other people of color that are successful, that are teaching them, that are telling them and giving testimony like, this is how I made it, this is what I did to get to where I have gotten to, and if I can do it, you can do it too. So I'm such an advocate for that.
Yes, and another component of that is for people to see, for the young people or anybody. They don't have to be young people. They could be middle-aged people, older people, to see it, to see somebody fail and then keep going and then try again. Like, okay,
Come
this
on.
business venture didn't work, so I'm gonna try something else, or it didn't work this time because maybe that wasn't my timing and my place to be in that space. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
but you have to
So
have
so
somebody
true.
presenting it to you.
Yeah, so true. Absolutely. For instance, like I have that testimony myself. When I started, Dre, again, I started as a virtual assistant, right? And so I thought that I was just going to offer administration service to people. I started Succeed with that in mind. Never thought that I'd be a business consultant. And Dre, when I tell you, after 2 years, I was like, yeah, God, I think you called me to do something a little bit different, managing
A little bit
uh,
different.
yeah, yeah, because managing 20 people's calendars is crazy, right? So I just had to
Managing my own calendar is crazy.
listen. Come on. Managing my own calendar is crazy. And then trying to manage other people's calendars and appointments. And it was just like, yeah. And then that's when we got into the whole social media work. And then we stepped into the branding and the business consulting work. So yeah, it's so important to show people, um, your transparency is so important to show people, like, I might have failed at this, but I've succeeded at this. And so just look at me. And if you just keep going, one of the things that is so important, I do want to say this, Dre. One of the things that is so important is in business is just consistency. And a lot of, again, that in between stage, that middle stage, the process stage, I should say, it's very important to be consistent. A lot of us who start businesses, some people who start businesses are just looking to just, be successful overnight. And entrepreneurship is not a microwave thing. This is an oven thing. You got to bake this thing. You can't put this in a microwave if you really want to succeed.
Listen,
I'm
you're
just
not
saying
gonna
it's
keep
not.
dropping these gems.
No, it's not. It's not for real though, Dre. It's not a microwavable thing. My skin crawl. It really does, and I don't want nobody to hear me and say, "Well, I'm not gonna call him." Call us. We can have a conversation. But my skin crawl, Dre, when people come to me and be like, "Oh, I just want to get rich overnight," and it's like, "Oh
That's
God."
that's not how that works for
It just
anybody.
does.
Never in
It
the
just
history of
doesn't.
humanity.
Yeah, it just doesn't work that way. I mean, I wish that it worked that way, but it just doesn't. Not if you really want to be successful. It's going to take some time. Entrepreneurship, this is another gem I'm finna drip. Entrepreneurship teaches you the power of patience.
Mm.
It teaches you the power of patience. If you want a successful business, it teaches you the power of patience. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. Sometimes you got to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes you got to reinvent the whole wheel. Sometimes you just got to go back and be like, let me try this. This didn't work. So it's about evaluation. It's about patience. It's about endurance.
Hey fam, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you about it. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard across Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast, just in one place. Now download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I love that. I
Yes.
love that. And so have you seen other organizations doing this similar work? And if so, like what makes Succeed different?
Yeah, so I've seen certain organizations do the similar work. People like Denisha Delane, Faith in the Bay. Denisha does a lot of media work, but Denisha does a lot of behind the scenes purpose work too. Another colleague of mine, Katarina Rando, who helps women in business, doing wonderful work out of San Francisco. She's the CEO of Thriving Women in Business. Another young lady, Maisha Jefferson, she's out of the Bay Area too, doing wonderful work. Who else? My great friend Tirza Johnson. Um, she is the founder and CEO of Yes Honey Collective. She's an accountability coach who is doing this type of purpose work with people too. Wonderful, awesome lady, talented when it comes to things about how to navigate and monetize your business. Another young lady, Nikki Connor. Matter of fact, all these people that I'm actually saying, they're actually speakers at my conference this year. Nikki Connor, also wonderful woman, teaching people and individuals how to accelerate through the power of entrepreneurship. I think the only thing that makes me stand out different than, I would say, other firms is, I, and not knocking anyone else, but for me, this is a God thing. It's just for me, it's my ministry, right? Succeed is not just my business, it's my ministry. And I think that would be the only thing that would kind of make me stand out is me operating in, again, I say purpose type of work, helping people really operate in their purpose. A lot of people, a lot of colleagues of mine that I've worked with, or just other constituents that I've seen from afar, are really just navigating people in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's fine because if the demand is so great, I know you have to kind of like navigate people in and out. But what we do, we're a process type of firm. Like, so sometimes I have clients on my roster that have started with me since the beginning. They've been my clients for 6 years. I have clients that
Mm.
have been my clients for 3 years. So I think that's the only thing that would kind of stand uh, out for. That would be the difference between Succeed and other consultant firms. Is just we're a process type of firm. We're not babysitters. Don't get me wrong, but we really just kind of help you. And then if it gets to the point where we feel that we've done all that we can for you, we let you go on your way. If the client feels like you guys have done such great, I don't think I'm going to need you guys' assistance anymore. That's totally fine too. But most of our clients stay with us for a while.
So what I'm hearing is the loyalty and longevity for the quality that you're giving.
Well, come on and redefine it for me. Yes, definitely, definitely. We're loyal to our clients. We're loyal to um, we're loyal to our clients because it's an honor, Drea, for somebody to come to me and say, "I want you to help me with this." And so I don't take that. Me and my team, we don't take that for granted. Um, we don't take that for granted at all. So we try to show we put our best foot forward. My team knows it as well. We put our best foot forward. We do anything that we can to make sure that we are offering quality service to our clients.
Yes, and I heard you mention a couple times as we were talking
Hmm.
the conference. Tell the
Yeah.
people more about it.
Yes. Yeah. So in 2017, we did something called the Succeed Rehab Conference, which is basically we were talking to business professionals, people who had either started their business or were looking to start their business. We did something called the Succeed Rehab Conference. It was our first business conference. We had 5 speakers, including myself, present on a variety of different topics, such as like how to finance your business, how to market it, how to brand it, and things of that nature. And then in 2018, God told me to change the name to the Gathering of Entrepreneurs. And so it's the same thing, just a different name. And so we've been doing that since 2017, having a conference, having key business professionals who are experts in their fields, talking about a variety of different things that will really help and aid entrepreneurs execute their business and become successful. I'm talking about people that have been doing doing their have been in their businesses, I'm sorry, for years and have been doing such great work. These individuals come every year and speak to our conference attendees about such awesome things. We offer a variety of different resources on how to start your business, how to file for an LLC, how to file for your different business paperwork, how to file for a nonprofit, what is the difference, how to finance your business, how to get a business loan. I mean, how to market it, how to make sure that you are attracting the right audience, how to make sure that your business is set up in the right demographic. I mean, these people literally labor with our attendees, and it is such awesome. So this year we're going virtual. It's our first virtual conference. It will be on July 23rd. We're starting at 9 a.m. If you would like to go to the conference, you can register at www.succeedfirm.org, and there you will get all your information on how you register, how you can register and attend the conference. The registration is only $50. I try not to tax our our attendees that comes to the conference, because the goal is really just to help them get information on how to take their businesses to the next level. I know a lot of conferences charge hundreds and thousands of dollars. I just choose not to do that. I choose to just put a little registration fee on there, because the goal is really just to help start up businesses. And so yeah.
That's awesome. I'm definitely going to have you repeat that again at the end of this conversation for sure.
Yes, 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 definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
it's really awesome what we've been able to do since 2017. That conference has been a blessing to many. A lot of people have left. A lot of people have come to the conference, not even necessarily to uh, get information on how to become entrepreneurs. Some people have just come to the conference just to first, their objective was just to come to conference to maybe just support me, or just see what it was about. But a lot of people, a lot of my clients have came to the conference not even thinking about starting businesses, but have left their conferences and have started uh, very successful businesses. Shout out to one of my favorite clients, Ladrian Ballard, who came to our conference in 2019. And she was just coming because she was just a friend of mine. She was like, "Oh, I'll just come to support." But she left the conference with a wealth of knowledge, with a wealth of information. I scheduled a consultation with her the very next week, and we created her entire business plan and her business model. And she is now a very successful event planner in the Bay Area. So
come on,
uh,
faith in action.
that's what I want to tell people. You might not think that you're an entrepreneur. You probably like, no, I'm just cool. I don't really want to start no business. I admonish you and I implore you to come just to see, because you'll never know. You never know. A lot of people leave. Our goal, really, Drea, is to turn employees into entrepreneurs. That's really our goal. And so a lot of people leave the conference just amazed at the information that is shared, and they leave ready and excited to start businesses that they never even imagined that they would start. We have those testimonies of people that's like, "Oh my god, like I didn't know that I could be an entrepreneur." So it's really awesome.
That is awesome. And would you say that that has been like your most exciting moment or successful moment within this work?
You know what? I would actually have to say no, Drea.
Oh, tell me more.
The most exciting, I know you probably like, "Oh, brother, you're being too deep," but no, the most exciting moment, really, Drea, is the day-to-day consultations. Like me being able to sit with an individual, talk to them, give them an execution plan on how to launch their business. Like that is so rewarding. Like the conference is amazing. Don't get me wrong. The conference is awesome. The conference is phenomenal. But planning the conference for me sometimes is a little bit stressful, because there's a lot of work that me and my team put into it. And the testimonies have really been great, of the people that have come to our conference. It's really been awesome and I love it. But for me, what is most rewarding, and what I believe is, it's not a most successful moment, it's the moments that I have every week with my clients, helping them, that I feel is just the epitome of what success is for me in this work.
And see, that's the psychologist in you,
Yeah.
the connecting with people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's amazing. Before the virtual world, I would, before COVID, I should say the virtual world. I shouldn't say the virtual world, but before COVID, we would meet with our clients, at different locations and stuff like that. And it's just so rewarding to see people, literally write their visions on paper. It's rewarding for me. It's rewarding for me and my staff. It's rewarding after me and my graphic designer create a website and people are just moved by tears, because we've put feet to their vision. That's just rewarding when my clients tell me like, "Oh, Deshaun, I never, thought I could do this without you, or thought that I'd be doing what I'm doing. Thank you." Like, that stuff is really rewarding. I try not to, you know, be egotistical in those moments, but it's more so. It's not about me being egotistical. I'm very just prideful about the work that I do, and it's amazing to be able to help people every day.
Yeah, no, that's not ego, that's joy.
Yes, yes, yeah. That I told y'all, Mother Drea. Oh, baby,
Stop it.
that's not ego, that's joy, baby. I told y'all. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's amazing, and then to work with have people on my team like Jacqueline Ashley, who is my creative, who's like one of the creative directors on my team. She is the mastermind behind a lot of the brand images that you see for our clients, and like Jaman, who is a photographer that's a part of my team as well. Just a mastermind behind a lot of our clients' visual images. They have um, that same spirit as well. They just love working with individuals, and helping them with their purpose. So it's not just me, but to have a team behind me that supports the vision is just really awesome.
Yes. And so where can the people learn more about you? Drop all the info.
Yes, 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 yes. So I'm on Facebook as Deshaun Campbell. I'm on Instagram as Deshaun Campbell. I am on Twitter as Deshaun Campbell. You can also reach out to me via my website, www.succeedfirm.org, where you'll get all the information that you need on how to book a consultation with me if you want to talk to me about a project or a plan that you have. I would love to sit down and talk to you. Also, Succeed Consultant Firm is on Facebook. We're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter. All the same name, Succeed Consultant Firm. So yeah, those are the best ways that you can reach out to me. I am working, Drea, on creating office hours, because
Hallelujah.
I'm because I am always working all the time throughout the day and the night. So no matter what time people reach out to me, I'll definitely respond. But I'm working on that. Um, yeah, but yeah, you can reach out to me anytime. Best way to reach out to me though is through Facebook or Instagram, or through the website as well. So those are the best three ways. So again, the website is www.succeedfirm.org.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Deshaun, for coming on today.
It has been uh, uh, an honor of mine to be a part. As soon as I saw the email, I said, "Oh heck yeah!" I don't even do interviews. Do you know how many people have asked me to be on their platforms and I told them no? But when Mother Drea asks you, you don't tell Mother no. So
Lord.
it's been a joy. Thank you so much, and I wish you much success in everything that you do, Drea. You are the creative of creatives, and it's been a joy for me to be able to have had the privilege to been able to work with you. And so, thank you so much.
So thank you all for tuning in to the Black Landscape Podcast with Andrea Spearman, where Black excellence is always trending.